this channel, I like to give, an honest look into playing professional tournaments. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. This was one of the bad rounds, but it is quite entertaining to watch this. So, without further ado, this is me suffering for 18 holes and the commentary to follow. Enjoy. Right then. Just getting ready to get out there in the storm. First hole is, the face says it all. First hole is down the breeze, the wind, and it's about 400 yards, maybe just over, and this was literally drivable because we were straight down this 50 gusting towards 60 mile an hour wind. I hit my drive out right, legs going sideways, left myself that off the wasteland. I mean, what is England at this point? Anyway, Texas wedge, not Texas like weather, but from like 30 yards short of the green, this pretty much was the play. I mean, it's one of them where you're taking the putter back and the club is literally being blown around, having to anchor yourself into the floor, and this was a little tricky right to left for par, and I was absolutely buzzing to walk off that green with par. Second hole, par 5, wind off the right.
This is probably up there with the windiest golf I've ever played in my life. It's gusts of mid-40s and potentially up to 50. During that hail, it was over 50 with hail coming into your face. This is going to be an interesting day. The greens are quick. It's extremely windy and they're slopey, so it's just going to be an absolute battle. Just head down, just try and keep it together. That's all you can do. Viking. Love this.
So I had 145 into this green, wind off the right. It's just like bullying a 48-degree wedge, just trying to nudge it out there, making sure it didn't go left on me. This putt, it was basically down off the right, up a slope. Didn't want to hit it by and it just carry the wind, left it short. Anyway, had this for a tap-in par. Walking off that green, 2 over par, thinking that's in a good spot. This was wind into off the left. I've ripped this has gone about 240. 9-iron from 100 yards to this point. And look at the state of it. What I was hoping was here, I'd get a gust of wind and it would just keep the ball going. The wind actually stopped gusting, but then this is when it probably picked up, and this was the strongest, and I swear it's gusting about 60. I've got a, look at this. I've just tapped that, and it's gone 6 foot by. Then I've got this into the wind up the hill, missed that. So now we're 2 over par after making a double. That's how easy it was to rack up doubles on this day. This is 190 9-iron, little chip down the hill. Left myself this fairly long putt up the green, and I've hit such a bad putt here, but the wind's turned it in. Anyway, par 5, into off the left, playing like a 4-shotter today, getting nowhere near. This was second shot, just trying to get it up there close.
Blowing a bit, sun out, wind up, yes. Nice day for it.
Easy golf.
This is why we live in England.
Alright, and this is 150 yards with a 4-iron. How's your yardages, Shannon? Pin eye, pretty much. This one didn't quite. The Texas wedge, it comes and goes. But downwind, left to righter for par, made bogey, 3 over. This hole was an absolute nightmare. Alright, so wind was across from the left, so this is usually like a 4-iron wedge. I'm chipping a driver. I was trying to play like a dinky little 50-yard wedge shot. I've had an absolute nightmare around the green, and I've walked off with triple. So not in a good space after this hole. Next hole, par 3, 8 iron, pretty drama free. Got this for birdie. Knocked it in for par. Then we've got, this is an absolute nightmare again. So wind off the left. I've hit it into that rough stuff on the right. We've seen it bounce. Ball's disappeared, can't find it. Provision off the tee to here. And this was an attempt trying to chip in for bogey, and we knock it in for double. So at this point, you know, we've just we made a double, bogey, triple, and another bogey, and it is absolutely brutal. Long birdie putt. Can't get it to the hole, straight into wind. And then we've got a bit of a drag. So we've got into off the right, 450 par 4. Tough hole. Just trying to, like, didn't really like, the wind didn't really get it off the driver. So I had to sort of try and get something towards the green, which it did. Got to the back of the green. This is for par. But at this point in the tournament, I mean, this is, yeah, it's 140 yards to that back pin. I'm hitting a 6 iron and I can't even get it there. So for the few people that have, well, I say mostly on this channel, it's support. There's a lot of like amazing support on the channel. Get a lot of really good comments, some constructive criticism, and then there are people that literally follow me round video for video, especially after going after Rick Shields recently. Oh, by the way, this is a I'll just interrupt this conversation. This is basically on a route, and I was just testing out a similar like route area, and I thought, am I going to risk playing golf this year or try and basically thin this? Anyway, back to the Rick Shields story. So after that video about Rick, yeah, I've got quite a few of his followers that are in the comment section just following me around, and when they saw I shot 10 over par, they were really pleased and have been commenting on everything since then. What they didn't know is, you know, we're playing in Storm Katrina, or whatever it's called. Kathleen, I think that was the one. Anyway, quite a few. That was another double. This is 200, 3 iron, punch. Really nice shot in there, actually. Had this putt over the fringe. Just trying to release it down there. Just keeps going. And then this long, well, not long, but breaky putt for par. Questioning life at this point. But one thing I will say after this video, I'm gonna do a little recap, just about, you know, who actually won and the scoring potential on the day. But we'll get into that in a minute. Just great footage from today. Nice and shallow. See, the key to good golf is shallow wedge play. See, if you've not managed to dig your entire 60-degree wedge underground, then you're going about it the wrong way, alright? Well, we'll catch up properly after the round. This has been an absolute shit show.
Some pygmy tribe members just got like did it out of their heads in New Zealand.
Right after that nice little wedge in there, got this for birdie, hit the back of the hole. And moving on to the last few holes now. So 15, this is where I had a bit of a mare last time and made a 7 after, you know, being in somewhat contention at this point. This is probably a reaction to being fairly steep on the last wedge shot. Love the reaction. And then you're about to see basically what happened a couple of times during the round. So we were off first, and to go with the wind, we also had some hailstorms that came in. So on the next green, the heavens pretty much opened, and we had a hailstorm that rolled in, which was absolutely savage. But until then, we got a little birdie putt, just trying to make one today. Nope. And now we move on to hole 17. This is where it kicks off. So, long par 5 up the hill. Nice swing off the tee. Left myself 230. So just trying to hit a 4-iron. Ended up pulling it left. But this is when it just gets mental.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we doing? Look at the green.
It really hurts.
I mean, what a dive. What a dive, Queen. Oh, look at the green.
Here comes the sun. John.
It's just bumps on ice. Let's just get in quick. Fucking me too. Drive.
That's really painful. Oh, Luke's gonna...
Just a few closing thoughts. Well done to James Roof for coming up and winning that. First event he's played 1 golf. He shot 2 under, which was like a ridiculous score on the day. Like, it just shows the score is still out there. There's still a way of getting it round. Despite that weather, you just got to find a way to do it. Unfortunately, like a couple doubles early and then a just complete shit show around the green on one of the holes just cost me, and then there's really no way back. But we'll look into ways of getting it around if we ever get in that situation again. So it is still out there. It's not like I can blame it all on the weather. I didn't play well as well. It's just like the combined effect. Any players looking to play event free, hopefully the weather's not like that, then follow the link in the description. 25 quid off, James 25. And yeah, cheers to Flower for coming up and filming it. I know he really enjoyed walking around the golf course for 5 hours in hailstorms and 50-mile-an-hour winds. And tournament season series starts from now on. So next video is going to be tournament season starting. Going to be filming a lot of tournament rounds and also filming tip videos, lessons, bits and pieces like that. So if you're new here, subscribe. And yeah, I hope the people that give me some shit, those like that very small percentage, really enjoyed themselves.